Welcome back, trainers. So we have some new Gen 5 Pokemon on the horizon, and we're going to be going over those. That is going to be Gothitelle and Reuniclus. Now, these are going to be pretty interesting Pokemon because they're going to be spawning depending upon the time of day. So we're going to go ahead and look at the stats here. So this is all going to be going down on the 27th at 8 a.m. until the 30th until 10 p.m. in which Psychic-type Pokemon will be spawning in the wild, raids, eggs, and field research. Shiny Baltoy will also be released. So Gothitelle is going to be spawning during the nighttime, while Siliceous is going to be spawning during the daytime. Are they actually going to be good? Well, it's kind of not looking great for them, unfortunately, but we can always look forward to a potential community day, so let's go ahead and take a look at Gothitelle and see what we have going on here. So it is going to have a pretty decent stat distribution, I suppose, regarding the defense and stamina. So Gothitelle is going to have a great CP, perfect for the Ultra League. Let's go ahead and take a look at the moves. For the quick moves, we have Confusion and Charm. For the charge moves, we have Future Sight, Psychic, and Rock Slide. So this is going to be a pure Psychic type. It's not going to be getting stabbed from Charm. It's not a Psychic and Charm like Gardevoir. So it doesn't look great. Just telling you right off the bat. Rock Slide is okay, Confusion's good, Charm's good, but the thing is, it doesn't have too much coverage there. So, yeah, we'll look more in depth in that here in just a moment. So, moving on to the next one here, Siliceous and its evolution line, and then followed up by its next evolution here. It's going to have a max CP of 2,000. Let's go ahead and take a look at the moves. Potential in the Great League, Hidden Power, and Zen Headbutt. Not great. You're going to have Bug, Hidden Power if you want this to be good. Then for the charge moves, we do have Psychic, Psyshock, and Nightshade. I mean, those are not horrible charge moves, but it's accompanied by horrible quick moves. So it's not looking so great. So let's go ahead and take a look at this bad boy here. So if you're a bit confused on the name, it is Reuniclus. Alright, so it is going to have a max CP of 2,927, and it is going to be very stamina heavy. So it is going to be pretty bulky. Quick moves are going to be Hidden Power and Zen Headbutt. Charge moves are going to be Future Sight, Thunder, and Shadow Ball. The only viable thing that I see here is Shadow Ball. Alright, so yet again, another Pokemon that could have been great, but the moves that it's getting released with are not going to be looking so hot. Now, just always remember, they can always add moves in the future as well as potential community days, right? Because we've seen them doing that. So, taking a look at Gothitelle over here on Pvpoke in the Ultra League, it's going to be good against Venusaur, Togekiss, Poliwrath, Articuno, and Clefable, and getting destroyed by dark types. Although it does have Charm, it is calling for Confusion, then Rock Slide and Psychic. Future Sight, not so much, because the quick moves that are within it are going to be horrible to use those in combination. And then for the Master League, absolutely just nothing worthy whatsoever. So let's go ahead and take a look at Reuniclus here. As far as the Ultra League, rank 330, absolutely horrific. As you can see, these Pokemon are very underwhelming. But, once again, I'm going to say this. We can look forward to potential good moves in the future from these Pokemon because the stats on Reuniclus is absolutely phenomenally good. I mean, it is very bulky and there is potential if it did have good moves. As you can see, it is calling for a Hidden Power Bug, and it does perform well up against certain types. Granted, it does have that Hidden Power. So good luck, right? You're going to have to evolve it all the way up to know if it even has that. You can't figure it out at like a, littler stage here. In the Master League, performing horrific. So, unfortunately, folks, these Pokemon are awesome looking, but not so great. So, we do have a new loading screen in the new update. Take a look here. Looks great. Can't wait for that. Looks like Alaska in the summertime. And we did talk about this a while back, but we're going to have quests revolving around potential daily coins. So you're gonna be able to get your coins by potentially having your Pokemon knocked out of gyms, as well as completing tasks. Potentially a limit on these because Niantic, they're probably gonna make it so you can only do one a day, and potentially with 50 coins on that too. So you'll be able to potentially get 100 coins per day. Still pretty stingy, to be honest with you, and we still need some sort of in-home grind package in the shop, or some sort of an event that revolves around it, because we have 1/3 of the world on lockdown. This is historic. And it's not all on Niantic's shoulders. I mean, sure, they can run the game however they like, and they're helping us out so far. But people, like I said in a couple videos back, people still are trying to play this game even though they're on lockdown. This game was meant for you to explore and play. It is extremely hard to play while you're stationary. Especially if you don't have a gym or a Pokestop near you, it is going to be very hard. Could you imagine having a gym though and getting raids? That would just be heaven. That would be heaven. But that's not the case for, let's say, 90% of us or more, right? So we're going to be taking a look at the battles. As you can see, my team here, the typical Mawile, Hypno, and Azumarill. So I'll get into that commentary. I just want to touch a little bit more on how people are still trying to play this game, and with all that's happening, Niantic should definitely grasp that and pick up that, hey, people still want to play this game. We should cater to them a little bit more. Now, I'm not saying, super cater. They're giving us the Pokeballs, they're giving us the incense, they're giving us more gifts and holding on to more gifts and getting Pokeballs out of there and making Go Battle League free and legendaries out of there. So I just kind of sound like I'm complaining, right? But I mean, adapt to the situation and then, all right, we'll just stop talking about it. Okay, that's good enough, right? Anyways, so we lose this first battle. It's going to be our first battle with the Mawile team here. This is the same day I did use my Spylus. I did rotate between the two teams. So we're met with a Swampert, absolutely a horrible lead. So we're going to just switch into our Azumarill here. And they switch into Castform Rainy. Now we know exactly how this is going to play out. We made a video about it. The thing's really good. And this is definitely going to be a Thunder, right? So there's the Thunder expected, as expected. So we go ahead and tank that. And we're just going to go ahead and hit them with an Ice Beam just to chip away a little bit more. And we didn't get to Hydro Pump because we were expecting a Weather Ball at this point will definitely take us out. So we just want to do a little bit more damage before we go down. We're going to go in here with Hypno and farm a little bit. At this point, we both have 2 shields, so we're looking great. They're bringing in a Skarmory. Love it. Let's go. We have Thunder Punch. Let's handle it. And then we also have Mawile in the back to handle it. And Hypno being such the tank that it is, we can take Sky Attack, but we decide to heal. Or to shield. Anyways, so we're going to be bringing in our Mawile, taking this. How are we going to pull this one off, folks? Man, this doesn't look like I'm going to be able to win this at all. Right, so down goes our Mawile, and man, that Swampert's going to be able to spam us hard. So what are we going to do here? Go for Ice Punch, see what happens. So we get it through. We have another one. We're able to get that one through. We have a shield left too. And Hypno can take hits. They have a Sky Tech ready to go. Hey, we don't have a shield left. What am I talking about? No, we do not. So am I going to be able to get to a Thunder Punch? Yes. And that should take the win here. That was a close one. Getting a little nervous there with that Swampert. But we were able to make it work. Moving on to the next battle here. And a few of you were asking for the longer video, so I'll bring it to you here. Here we go. Wish we can do more battles. Really, I do. Yesterday I was able to do 6 sets. Today I was only able to do 5. I believe it was a glitch or something like that. Please, Niantic, let us do more battles. I look forward so much to doing my Go League battles. And it's just like, I wish we can do 35 again. That would be great. Come on, please, Niantic. Pretty please. With a Pokecoin on top. Alright. Anyways. So we take out the Azumarill. They go in with the Alolan Raichu. It's going to be real spammy here. So we're just going to go for Ice Punch, which is going to do neutral damage. They were able to farm us down at this point. This is not great because we have an Azumarill that's going to take super effective. Mawile, which is going to take a lot of damage, even though it's neutral. And they're going to be hitting us with another one. We let it go through because we have no shields. They have 2 shields left. It's a Ready Steel. So this isn't great because we like a shield when we go up against a Registeel. So what we're going to do is time it perfectly to take whatever they throw at us. And it's going to be a Flash Cannon. So, nice. At this point, they're sitting on 2 shields with a very low health Registeel. They decide to finally use 1 shield there, which, I mean, it's perfectly fine to save your shields up to the last minute. I do it myself. I'm just thinking, I got that Mawile, man. You can't shield Fire Fang. Alright, so let's go. In comes Mawile, and at this point, we just need to vamp up that Fire Fang. They're going to shield this up, of course. But the Fire Fang's going to get through, and we take the win with Mawile. Let's go. Moving it on to our next opponent. Oh, and I'm starting it off with Hypno in these battles here. So just for fun, just wanted to see how this would work out. It works out quite nice with the Thunder Punch and Ice Punch coverage. So we have Skarmory, Altaria, Venusaur, Meganium-ish. Yeah, we could super effective with Ice Punch, but Meganium is going to spam us real fast with Frenzy Plant. Venusaur more so because of Confusion, super effective. So it's a pretty good lead, as well as the Zoom rolls with the Thunder Punch, right? So they're making a switch into Whiscash. Yeah, we probably want to be going with Ice Punch, to be honest with you. But I actually hit the Thunder Punch there, so it's fine. We're going to let the Whiscash take our Hypno down here, because we're just going to go back in with the Zoom roll. They have no shields, and we have 2. And I'm in a very, very comfortable position here. This is going to be able to chip away slowly but surely, and very spammy, as you can see here. But we still have our health and our shield. 1 shield now. He did use 1. And they're switching into Registeel. And you know the drill. You know the drill. We're going to go in here with Mawile and do what Mawile does. Literally in the name, maul it with Fire Fang. So let's go ahead and do that here. So now we have no more shields. A Focus Blast should almost take us out. Focus Blast, able to barely survive here. And let's see what we can do. We're gonna, oh yeah, this is gonna take them out. All right, and the Alolan Marowak, we go in immediately. We don't want them to farm the little bit that they can, and we take them out with the Zoom roll. Very nice play. Into the next battle. This is great for us because of Thunder Punch, right? So we will win this, right? We do have to shield, but we will be able to pull this win off here. Now, expecting a Play Rough, and that's what it is. Play Rough. I mean, look how tanky we are. They switch into Altaria, and I love this situation too. We're just going to go ahead and go with the Ice Punch. Now, I could have potentially switched out here. Should have done that because the Hypno is useless after getting that off. It wasn't going to be able to get to another Ice Punch. I thought maybe it could, so I stayed in there. Unfortunately, they were able to farm us down, and now they have that energy advantage. But we're looking fine with the Azumarill. I mean, let's go. All right, so let's see if they shield this up here, because obviously it's going to devastate them. And there it goes. In comes the Registeel, and what we're going to do is go for a Hydro Pump, and I think I stay in here. I don't want to make the switch yet, because then I'll be locked. So we're just going to let them take us down and just do as much damage as we can here and hold on to that shield. Now I make a switch. All right, so very tricky. I'm going to have to go for Power Punch because they have 2 shields left. How did I do this? I don't remember this one. Okay, we take that, which is a little brave. It could have been something else to take us out. And we're going to be going for Power Punch. They should shield that. Fire Fang is vamped up. And I think I shield this up because we have that Registeel back there that we need to handle. And we take them out with Fire Fang. All right, and in comes Registeel. They're able to get off their charge move, but we have a Pokemon in the back that's going to be able to go in here. And, oh yeah, Bubble Down. Very close battle. So I was able to win 4 out of the 5 there. My rank a bit butchered. I would have been a little bit higher if it wasn't for the Swilus test. But it's all good. Hey. I'm not worried about it. Having fun. Experiencing new things with new Pokemon. And not just going with the, you know the drill. Anyways, so we're met with a Meganium here. Let's see how this works out. Like we were discussing, not necessarily Meganium too much because of the spam ability with the Frenzy Plant, as you can see here. They make a switch into a Zoom roll to absorb this Ice Punch. Very nice, I must say. Wasted my energy. I could have did a lot more damage, unfortunately. So now we're going to go ahead and go for the Thunder Punch. We've already have the Zoom roll past half health, so I mean, we're not in the worst situation. I decided to shield up to potentially go for another one here. I think that was very close. They were almost able to farm us down, which would have been absolutely horrible. We get a shield out of them. Unfortunately, they're loaded with energy. So at this point, it's going to probably be best to go back in here with the Azumarill and take whatever they throw at us. I'm expecting a Play Rough. It's a Hydro Pump, so that's great. They're not going to be able to spam us really hard with neutral damage. Not very effective damage is going to be good. And we're in the same situation, but they're at low health, so we're able to finish them off with an Ice Beam. In comes the Meganium. Here we're switching into our Mawile, in which they're going to be responding with an Altaria. And we know this situation here. We can take Sky Attacks, we can take Dragon Breaths to some degree, and let's see if we can get this play rough through. Come on, don't let me down. Let's go. Oh, they shielded up. All right, so that's okay though. I was thinking to myself, I'm still going to be able to get to another play rough at this point because we have enough health to tank the Sky Attack as well as the Dragon Breaths. I think I get a little nervous there, and I just go for that. So, oh, they have no more shields, so I wanted to catch the Altaria with an Ice Beam, but they switch, so I Ice Beam them down, and then they back out. Okay, cool. That works out too. Bear with me, guys. I mean, these are a lot of battles. A lot of things are happening nowadays, so it's like kind of hard to like just remember exactly what happened during these battles. So we're met with a Haunter. They just farmed there, so they have a ton of energy on that Haunter. That's not great, but we also bring it down so low it's almost done. But it doesn't matter as long as it has energy. So we switch into Mawile here. We get off with an Ice Punch onto the Grottle, doing super effective. They're going to be going in with a Azumarill. We need to land this play rough here. Let's see if we can. I think I do. Pretty sure. Yeah, so we get that through over half health. Great. Now the Mawile can go down. It did its job. As well as tearing into that Grottle there. So we're going to go in here with Hypno and just do as much damage here. We're going to hit it up with the Thunder Punch. We don't really need to worry about hoarding energy because there's a Haunter in the back with a bunch of energy, but we don't need to hit it with a charge move. But at this point, we're going down. We have plenty of health on our Azumarill. So we're going to let this go through without using a shield. I think I'm going to farm a little bit more. Unnecessary, really. I should have just taken it out with Ice Beam right away. Because it's so low. Well, it's not that low. We're able to hit the Ice Beam. And they had a bunch of energy, but we're able to get to our Ice Beam before they're able to hit their charges. So we take the win there. A Svilus, guys, what was I telling you? I never see this thing, but the moment I use it, then this is during the time where I was switching off the team. I would go with my Svilus team, and then I would go with my Mawile team. And obviously, I'm using my Mawile team, and I'm met with the thing I was using, and I never see it. I definitely think there's an algorithm. There's no way. There's some sort of algorithm based upon the team that you have, based upon the Pokemon you used. I don't know. It could be a coincidence. Could be going crazy. I think we're all going a little crazy, to be honest with you. Anyway, so we're going in here with our Azumarill. This is good. They're playing this very well. You definitely kind of want to lead with the Svilus here. As you can see, they did burn both shields, but it's given me some trouble. So at this point, they can let it go. We did take both of the shields, but it dug into our Azumarill, and it dug into our Hypno. So they're bringing out the Registeel. They have no more shields, so I still feel comfortable, even though the Svilus was putting pressure on there in the beginning. We have Mawile with a shield. I mean, need I say more? Up against the Registeel. Gonna Power Up Punch it. Fire Fang is vamped up, and there's a Tropius in the back, and could have totally hit Power Up Punch to take this Tropius out quicker with the Fire Fangs powered up. I don't know. I was thinking play rough, but then I just decided to go with Power Punch because the Fire Fangs were just accumulating so fast, and we were able to take the win. Could have did a little bit faster, but still good. Anyways, we had an opponent who didn't want to face us, looks like. They're like, nah, I don't want any part of that. Not that I'm some big bad trainer or something, but some people just don't want to be on camera or just don't like me. Anyways, we have a Whiscash here. And they are... We're just going to... I said go for Ice Punch, but I'm going for Thunder Punch. Why did I do that? Anyways, we make a switch, and they switch into Registeel. And we will take whatever they dish out to us first without shielding up. And we're just going to go for that Hydro Pump, of course. So if you guys have noticed, I use Azumarill on pretty much every team that I run. Why is that? Because Azumarill is just so amazing. It has the bulkiness. It has good attack. It has amazing moves, Hydro Pump and Ice Beam. Good coverage. It's just one of the best. And it works very well with a lot of the team compositions that I use. Pretty much one of the safe switches around. That's a mouthful. So that's why I use Azumarill all the time. I should make my shiny one. I have two already, but since I use it so much, I should go for a shiny because it looks so amazing, right? But it's so expensive. Is it really necessary? I have this one. Anyways, focus on the battle. So down goes our Hypno there. That's fine. There's no health on that. We're just going to go with the Mawile. Because that was what they would use to go up against my Mawile, so they really don't have too much. Unless it's an Azumarill. Alright, so we're going to be making a switch into our Azumarill. And a back out Rage Quit, because I was like, what did I do? We lost. So we're going to be able to win 3 of those matches there. We did win 4 in the last set with this team here. Let's go ahead and move into our next opponent. We're met with a Shiftry. Oh yeah, let's go. So I hit the power-up punch, and being a little impatient there, probably shouldn't have done that. So we're going to go ahead and switch into Hypno here, and of course, just go for those Thunder Punches. As long as we can line up our Mawile with that Shiftry, we're looking great. So I'm going to look to potentially shield my Hypno here, so that we can take this Azumarill out and win this matchup. I think that's how I play this out. So having a little bit of lag, we get it through, and I think I shield this. Yeah. Are we going to be able to actually get to? Yeah, we should be able. Oh, we can farm it down. Okay, never mind. So we're just going to hit Ice Punch. Just expecting the Shiftry, and there it is. And they're able to farm us a bit. That's fine. We're going to go in here with Mawile. We can take anything, and they're making an immediate switch into their Alolan or Raichu, which, you know, to be expected. That was a nice switch there. We're going to let this go through. We do not want to waste our shield because we know our Mawile can handle that Raichu with the Fire Fang when it's vamped up, especially after this Azumarill has torn it to parts there. So it's just hanging on with a sliver. We're going to shield this up because whatever it's going to dish out could hurt, as opposed to the Shiftry here. We can resist everything that it hits us with. The Foul Play, the Leaf Blade, as you can see, looking great. Power Up Punch. Don't even need to hit it. I just did that just in case I had another charge move. Yeah, we take the win there. Nice. Moving into the next battle here, and we're met with a Haunter. So we have Hypno. Mawile is comfortable in that position, but I just wanted to take a bunch of health off that Haunter before they switched out. They are actually switching into Umbreon here, so one of those cases where Focus Blast would have been great, but you know, we have to work with what we have. In this case, we're just going to be going with Thunder Punch. Unfortunately, they are going to be able to farm the heck out of us. But we're able to get to one more Thunder Punch, putting on a little, I wouldn't call it pressure at all by any means, but taking off some more health, right? So I'm going to go ahead and enter in here with Mawile. And I think I might shield this. No, I let it go through. And they're making a switch into Registeel. Oh, yeah. I love when that happens. When they have 2 Pokemon, well, 3, but when they're in an Umbreon and they switch into Registeel with my Mawile out, I mean, that feeling is so great. It's like, yeah, okay, sure, I like that counter too. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and take it out. We're vamped up here. They're bringing in their Haunter. So now we know their entire team. Their Registeel is done. Their Haunter is done. Now all they have left is an Umbreon, and we have no more shield, so this is going to take us down really low. We have Power Up Punch, and they shield it up. We go down, and in comes Azumarill, full health, 1 bubble, and we take them out. Nice. Very nice. Moving into the next match, we're starting with Mawile this time, which Hypno, Mawile in this case, it doesn't matter. It would have been both good. So what we're going to do is wait. We're going to see if they're going to switch. We're going to go for Play Rough because every time I go for Power Punch, they never shield it. So let's see. And we get it through when we hit it, we connects. That's great. That was so good. I was really happy when that happened there. We're going to make a switch into Hypno with that Whiscash there. And they switch into Registeel. So this isn't, you know, great, but we're going to be able to chip away. Focus Blast, not very effective. Flash Cannon hurts. Everything, you know, whenever the Registeel uses Flash Cannon, it always hurts. Anything, even if you resist it, even a little Marowak does a good amount of damage to that thing as well. So we're able to take it past half health here, as you can see. Yeah, we don't have like the best moves to go up against it, but we're still able to really put on a lot of the damage. So I feel like they could have farmed us down. Maybe they just felt the pressure. Yeah, the Hypno was chipping away quite nicely. And then they're switching into their Whiscash. We're going to go into our Azumarill. Azumarill? Yeah. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take the Mud Bombs here, and we get to Ice Beam. And we're just going to see what happens here. I think I just take this. So how do you all like to pronounce Azumarill? Azumarill or Azumarill? I mean, everybody has different ways of pronouncing Pokemon names. So the reason why I'm asking is I get it all the time. Nobody's really said anything about me pronouncing Azumarill, but many other Pokemon. And I appreciate it because, you know, good constructive criticism is good to take, especially when you are pronouncing something wrong or saying something wrong, right? Anyways, moving into the next battle, we're met with a Toxicroak. I don't like that. So we switch into Azumarill. Azumarill? Sorry, it's just I don't know. I'm a weird person, guys. What can I say? Anyways, I switch into Azumarill. Every time I say it, I just want to laugh now because it just sounds weird when I'm keep saying it over and over. Anyway, so we're just in this bubble off. Oh, and just gonna go Hydro Pump, of course. There's nothing else we can do. We're locked here. We're gonna let this through. It's a Hydro Pump. We're at a good position, and I think you go for Ice Beam, trying to be all clever. Let's see what happens here. Oh my gosh. Could have made it to Hydro Pump. And they go for Ice Beam themselves. I waste my last shield. They have 2 shields left. They bring in Toxicroak. We have enough to get to an Ice Beam at least. At least we have that. They decide to use their first shield. They have a lot of energy on that Toxicroak. So we're going to go ahead and go in here with Hypno. Doing a ton of damage with the Confusion. They're making a switch into Frostlass. Questionable. I guess we get their last shield, so I guess it's not so bad. So we switch into Mawile here. I'm thinking I should have just taken the damage with Hypno and then went in with Mawile because we needed Mawile. And at this point, we lost because of that. I think, yeah, should have just stayed in, let them use their energy on Hypno, go in with Mawile, Power Up Punch, Fire Fang, and then we could have potentially won that. But yeah, good games nonetheless. We're met with the Shiftry in our next battle. Great. And they're switching into Swampert. It's a silly day, guys. I'm in a silly mood and in acting all funny. Anyway, hope you enjoy the laid backness and not so serious. Like, and then we use Ice Punch, and they shield. Oh no, they're farming us down, and no, this isn't good. So now, no. Anyways, so we're gonna go in here with Azumarill. I promise you guys I'm sober. I'm just in a silly mood today. Anyways, they hit us with a Sludge Wave. That's not good. They make a nice switch into Registeel to catch that Ice Beam. So we're going to go with Mawile. We still have 2 shields, so not all has been lost at this point with that horrible energy usage of the Ice Beam onto the Registeel. The Mawile up against this is great because 1, we're going to be able to take them out, and 2, we're going to be all vamped up and super strong for whatever comes in, even if they resist us. Let's see. I'm assuming it's going to be the Swampert. It's a Shiftry. Okay. Sure. I'll take it. So, at this point, I think we let it through. And they switch into Swampert. Should we shield this? Yeah, let's shield this, take them out with Fire Fang. Or Power Punch. And then, once the Shiftry comes back in, I mean, we're going to just take them out with Fire Fangs. Unless they have energy. Lag. Where's that Shiftry? In comes Shiftry and just dies immediately. Alright, GG's. I think that's it, folks. Anyways, if you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And I get a Lapras. I'll take it, to be honest. I'd rather see a Lapras than a Legendary because it's annoying. Sometimes they don't stay in the ball and you have to keep trying over and over and it's a waste of your time. Anyways, we catch that and rake up. And with that said, trainers, thank you for watching and I'll be catching you all in my next video. Take care.